Hello, my name is Eliane Santos.
And I'm Cristina, João.
We are from Brazil, and we will be presenting our research called Social Entrepreneurship and Community Organization, an analysis of social innovation action during the pandemic. We start this presentation by quoting Dardot and Laval that claims that the entrepreneur or main company is the most essential principle of conduct to the capitalist order. They say that neoliberalism operates within the subjectivity of subjects to make them entrepreneurs who know how to take advantage of profit opportunities that are responsible for the success or failure of their ventures. For the neoliberal perspective, the term social refers to one who shows personal initiative and responsibility, essential qualities for true solidarity. For us, social entrepreneurship seeks to dialogue with many lines of this conception, especially when individuals and business start to act more and more as agents of social change. In this sense, we are interested in the concept of social innovation that focuses on the emancipatory power of social entrepreneurs who work in low-income communities. For this, we are analyzing whether and how social enterprise produce social innovation in the context of the pandemic using a qualitative approach. Social innovation can be drawn as the new ideas that simultaneously satisfy social needs and create new relationships. The process of social innovation goes through 4 phases. First, there is the identification of social need that is not being met. Then, an innovative idea should be formulated and tested in practice. The third phase is to improve the idea so that it can be applied. And lastly, it is the phase of lessons learned from the process and the need for adaptation for new events. We describe 2 cases based in research document that allow us to identify the discourse and social practices. The data collections was carried out through direct and participant observation of the events and interviews with the people directly involved with the organization before the COVID-19 pandemic. Also, we choose to use secondary data such as websites, magazines, and social networks of the social organization to collect data during the pandemic. The cases occur in underprivileged regions of the city of São Paulo, Brazil, in 2 organizations named Case A and Case B. Now, Cristina speaks.
Thank you, Eliane. So, Case A is a nautical tour operator that emerged in 2014 due to the need to obtain financing to maintain social projects. Due to this, the creator realized that there was a potential to develop the tourist activity and created the nautical tour operator, considered a social business. With the restrictive measures in March 2021, Case A stopped taking tours and assumed a role in publicizing health measures through its Instagram and Facebook profiles. Based on analysis of the tests, it is possible to notice a change in the focus of the speech of the social business. Before, the sale was the final objective, followed by awareness, and learning process of the community. From the pandemic onwards, it became the call to solidarity through donations and partnerships. In the social entrepreneur words, then the social enterprise stopped and automatically association side took the lead in this situation. And now Eliane will present case B.
Thank you, Cristina. Case B, handmade fabric masks by the women of the community. Case B is a social organization that offers periodic programs access to culture, leisure, and discussion on sustainable practices and citizenship. Case B letters understood that people in the community would not be able to afford protection masks. Therefore, the local women association and Case B started a project that aimed to produce masks for the community. This project spontaneously brought together more than 10 women, seamstresses, and artisans. The initiative's role is to promote educational actions regarding the use of fabric masks by the population on the use, storage, washing, and correct disposal of these devices. This is a support by other projects in the association from São Paulo, being able for contribute to generate paid work during the pandemic. Now, Cristina speaks.
Thank you. So, the entrepreneurial initiative proves to be a fundamental force in times of crisis, as they call individuals to the initiative and self-responsibility for their condition of life. An initiative that was common to both cases was the active participation of social entrepreneurs in campaigns to collect food, cleaning products, and personal hygiene. We found two events presented as responses to the current crisis scenario. The first one refers to the unplanned adaptation of the business model from social business to association of Case A. This change establishes new ways of doing, organizing, knowing, and structuring the actions of the organization. Knowledge and resources are now being reorganized to meet the needs of donations, health, and safety guidelines to the local community. So this can be considered an innovation at the business model level. In Case B, what calls our attention is the role and importance that these items assume for the community. The fabric masks produced are presented as the new product idea with a social focus. As reported by the president of the association, many people in the community could not afford to purchase masks. So it is understood that the fabric masks produced represents a social innovation as being a new idea of an alternative mask for the prevention of COVID-19. Regarding the social objectives, at least three stand out: security, education, and income generation. Also, the participation of the actors and beneficiaries of the communities is fundamental for social innovation processes, as Binet and Cloutier affirms. As final considerations, we'd like to say that we understand that in the context of the pandemic, the cases presented can address how social innovation can be perceived. We highlight that this is a work in progress. So we would like to hear your questions and contributions. This is our references. And thank you for your attention. Obrigada. Merci.
Thank you. Merci.